Okay students, we get a sum in AP this time. So mainly this part of the video is mainly for doing few sums. Earlier we have done the theory in part 1. So here if A into 1 by B plus 1 by C, B into 1 by C plus 1 by A, C into 1 by A plus 1 by B are in AP, you have to prove A, B, C are in AP. Normally what we do, if we can prove that 2B equals to A plus C, okay, so this is the condition. Okay, so this is the condition for AP. So normally if you can simplify and show this happening, so it proves that A, B, C are in AP. But what happens over here in this particular sum, if you follow this method it will be too long. So we do something different over here. So what I do, I write this first, A into 1 by B plus 1 by C, then B into 1 by C plus 1 by A, then C into 1 by A. That is the question line only, are in AP. Okay, so this is the first line I write. Next I'll simplify this. If I simplify this, I'll get something like AB plus CA. Okay, then B plus C. You simplify it, you get it. Okay, then sorry, it's BC, and then BC plus AB by CA. Okay, and then CA plus BC by AB. So simplifying, this is also in AP, that we got. Okay, so you know that if the numbers are in AP, and we add same thing to each of these terms, so then also the series will remain in AP. So that is the logic over here we get. So we are adding 1 to each of this. Okay, so we are adding just 1 to each of them, each of these terms, and we got something also to be in AP. Okay, so if we do, so here we get AB plus BC plus CA by BC. Then again if you add 1, you will get AB plus BC plus CA. Just we are adding. Okay, so if we add 1 with each of these terms, then also it will be in AP. So we get AB plus BC plus CA. Okay, this is in AP. Okay, now you know from each of these terms, if we divide the same things, that means this is getting divided because of same numerator. So it becomes like 1 by BC, then 1 by CA. Basically this gets cancelled. 1 by AB are in AP also. Then what we do, so we basically here in this step what we do divide. Okay, divide. Now here the last step what we do, we multiply all these terms you multiply, okay, with ABC. Okay, we multiply with ABC. So here if I multiply ABC, then what will happen? BC will cut and A will remain. ABC, if I multiply B will remain, ABC, C will remain. Therefore this is in AP. So this is the last line, and it can be proved in that way. We will move to the next sum. So we get the second sum, a Pth, Qth and Rth terms of an APB, A, B and C respectively. Then we have to prove this following line. So Pth means actually it's Tp is equal to A. Okay, what is Tp? So I assume capital A plus P minus 1. So this is these two are my assumption, A and D. What are A and D? You know capital A is assumed as the first term, and capital D is assumed as the common difference. So A plus p minus 1 into d, that is equal to small a. Okay. So in that way we write TQ also, we write this is B and TR also. Okay. So now what we do, we just put this over here. This A, this B and this C has to be substituted by this value. So if you substitute, then what you will get, these LHS will be equal to Q into R, Q minus R into this A plus P minus 1 into D, plus the next term R minus P, then A plus Q minus 1 into T, then plus P minus Q, then A plus R minus 1 into D. So this is the thing. So replacement of A, B and C I have used. So now if I multiply all of this, I will get certain things, that this term into A, this term into A, this term into A. So I can take A common. So that means that will give me something like Q minus R, then plus R minus P, then plus P minus Q. So that will become 0. Just see, if I take A common from this 2 multiplied, this 2 multiplied and this 2 multiplied, I get this. And then if I take a D common, capital D common, I get what? Q minus R into P minus 1. So that is left. Then plus R minus P into Q minus 1, then plus P minus Q into R minus 1. So this is there. So this term you can see, this is cancelling to 0. So you get a 0 over here, then plus this term if you multiply, then also you will get a 0. So it's a D into 0 and you get 0, which is RHS. And that is proved. Okay. So we will move to the next sum now. So we get a sum. A, B are the roots of this, C, D are the roots of this, then A, B, C, D are in GP, this is also given. Then prove that Q plus P by Q minus P is equal to 17:15. So we get the relation from the roots that A plus B, sum of the root, that is equal to 3, and of course the product of the root AB will be equal to P. So this is from the root relation we got. Number 2 is C plus D equals to 12, then CD is equal to Q. This also, these two things we got. Therefore here if we do perform a Q by P, okay, so we get something like CD by AB. Okay, so if I assume this ABCD in terms of A and R, that means A, AR, then AR square, like that. So I get, I'll tell you, this is A, then B I assume as AR, C as AR square and D as AR cube. If I assume like this, okay, so then if I do a product of CD, you can see what's happening. It's A square, then R to the power 5, and AB will give you A square R, so it becomes a R4. So if we can find out R from here, then the work is done. If we can find out the value of r from here, then the work is done. So what we can know from this a plus b, so that is a plus ar, which is 3, okay, and c plus d, which is ar square plus ar cube, okay, ar square plus d is ar cube, and that is equal to 12, okay. So if we take common a from here, we get 1 plus r, which is equal to 3, and if we take ar square common from here, we get 1 plus r, which is equal to 12. So this is our main equation. So we can assume this equation as 1, 2, but this I will mainly assume as 1 and 2. So what I will do, I will divide equation 2 by equation 1. Look at it. So if I divide, then what's happening? 1 plus r, then here a into 1 plus r, becoming 12 by 3, which is 4. Okay, so these two cancel, these two cancel. So r square is, so you can see r square as 4. So this is the main point, like to make the sum short. So what happens over here? See, q by p becomes what? Q by p becomes what? R square becomes a 16 over here. After that, only component to dividend you do, the sum will come q plus p by q minus p. So this becomes 16. Basically this means what? 16 by 1. So it becomes 16 plus 1 by 16 minus 1, which is 17 by 15. So it's actually 17 is to 15. Okay, I hope you understood. So please see the sum. So here actually we cancel the equation and get the value of r square. Hence we can get the value of r to the power 4. So let us move to the next sum. So we get another sum in number 4. 5 plus 55 plus 555 plus 5555 up to n terms. So that means the nth term, this bracket will contain 5, 5, 5, n number of 5s, okay, n 5s, okay, so that you have to add up. So obviously we see that this series is neither in an AP series or nor it is a GP series. So we have to convert or do something so that we can get or use the formula. So what I do, I take over here a 5 common from here. If I take a 5 common, I get what? I get 1 plus 11 plus 1, 1, 1. Just look at it. 1, 1, 1, 1. So this is a very common structure. N number of ones, this term, the last term, like this. Okay. So whatever be the number, whether it is 5 or 7 or 10 or 11 or anything like 9, or you just have to take any number. You just take, bring down to 1 like this in this series. Okay, so because it's going to help you like this, because if you divide it by 9, it will be converted to 9 plus 9, and so this is the main structure of the sum. So you may ask that why I am doing this. So you will soon understand why I am doing this. Please wait for some time. So anything be the number, if it is, sometimes in the book you will see that it's 6 plus 6, 6 plus 6, 6, 6 plus 6, 6, 6, 6 like that. Sometimes you will find it's like 7 plus 7, 7. Whatever you will do, whatever be the number, you just take common and divide it by 9 and bring this structure. Okay, because this structure can be written in actually in GP form. Okay, so 9 is 10 minus 1. 99 is 10 square minus 1. Are you seeing this 10 and 10 square? That means we are getting a GP series now. Then the third is 10 cube minus 1. What is this? This 99 is converted to 10 cube, means 1000 minus 1. The fourth will be 10 to the power 4 minus 1. Eventually this happens that the last term, this term will become 10 to the power n minus 1. Okay, that means it will have n number of 9s in it. Okay, so now how many terms were there? How many terms were there? N terms were there, so n number of ones you got. Okay, and this is a series, you got 10 plus 10 square, then 10 cube, okay, up to 10 to the power in this series you got, okay. And how many number of ones you got? N number of ones, so I write a n over here. This is very important, please check if you do not understand how many number of ones, 1 2 3 4 like that up to n, so n number of ones, so minus n it should be. So this is a GP series where you can use the GP formula, that is common ratio is 10. So you can use a into a to the power n minus 1 by a minus r minus 1, sorry, a to the power r to the power n minus 1 by divided by r minus 1 minus n. So this formula you can use. So it becomes 5 into 10 to the 10 into 10 to the power n minus 1 by 9 minus n. So this will be the answer. You can take out 9 common and make it 9n. So that also you can do, but this is the thing. So you can write a consolidated answer like 5 by 81, then 10 to the power n plus 1, then minus 10 minus n. So like that, 9n. So you can write like that. Okay. So this is the summation of this. So next part we may do few more sums. Thank you.